The shocking truth, antibiotics could be aging you faster than you think. Picture this, you wake up with a sore throat, your head's pounding, maybe a mild fever. You think, could it be a flu? Maybe a strep, maybe just something going around. So you head to the doctor hoping for a quick relief. They take a quick look and then you walk out with a prescription, antibiotics. You take the pills, you feel responsible, proactive, and even smart. But what if I told you that simple act of taking antibiotics, especially when you don't actually need them, may be silently sabotaging your future? Not in a dramatic, instant kind of way, but slowly, quietly, at the level of your cells, your metabolism, your brain, and yes, even your longevity. You see, antibiotics are one of the most powerful tools in modern medicine. They have saved millions of lives since their discovery. They have turned deadly infections into routine fixes, and they come with a hidden price. And most people have no idea they are paying it. What if I told you that nearly 50% of people take antibiotics unnecessarily? And worse, what if I told you that this misuse could be aging you from inside out? We're talking disrupted gut bacteria, damaged immunity, mitochondrial dysfunction, accelerated inflammation, and even changes in brain health and mood. All of these are deeply tied to how fast or how slow you age. We're going to break it down to you what most doctors don't explain about antibiotics. We will look at what happens not just in a short term, but in the years after you pop those pills. Because there is a secret cost to antibiotics that has nothing to do with your current infection and everything to do with your long-term energy, resilience, and lifespan. I will show you what science now knows about how antibiotics affect your microbiome, your immune system, your mitochondria, and even your brain. And more importantly, I will show you what you can do to repair the damage, protect your body, and make informed decisions going forward. Because this isn't just about pills. It's about preserving the very systems that keep you young, clear, focused, and alive. It's about protecting you 10, 20, even 30 years from now. What's most alarming? Most people don't feel the damage immediately. There's no dramatic crash. You take the pills, you get over the infection, and you move on. But beneath the surface, your biological systems are shifting. The gut becomes less diverse. The immune system grows either hyperactive or exhausted, and your cells accumulate subtle stress over years, and especially with repeated use, this accelerates the aging process. In fact, research shows that multiple rounds of antibiotics over time are associated with increased risk of chronic disease, obesity, and cognitive decline. Let's be clear, this is not an antibiotic message. This is not an anti-antibiotic message. This is an informed antibiotic message. Used correctly, antibiotics save lives. They are essential when truly needed, like in life-threatening infection, surgeries, or specific bacterial conditions. The issue is overuse, misuse, and casual prescription, especially for viral infections where they do absolutely nothing, and yet they're still handed out like candy. So remember this, antibiotics are powerful. They are life-saving when necessary, but their power comes at a cost, especially when taken unnecessarily. They're not a free fix, they are not harmless, and when it comes to longevity, every unnecessary round is like making a silent withdrawal from your future health account. Now let's explore what happens to your gut, the hidden organ, the most affected by antibiotic use, and what that means for your aging. The gut microbiome is one of the most important discoveries in modern science. Over 100 trillion bacteria live inside you. These microbes regulate metabolism, mood, inflammation, and even aging. But antibiotics, they clear the field, wiping out both the invaders and your allies. One study found that a single round of antibiotics can suppress beneficial bacteria for over 6 months. Gut imbalance equals inflammation, weight gain, mental fog, and even accelerated aging. Imagine your gut lining as a tight security fence. It's designed to let in the good guys, nutrient, water, and vitamins, and keep the bad ones, bacteria, toxins, and undigested food out of your bloodstream. But when that fence is damaged, when the gate starts to rust, and the more this cycle repeats, the faster your biological age rises, regardless of what the calendar says. The most dangerous thing about chronic inflammation isn't that it hurts, it's that it doesn't, at least not right away. It's invisible until the damage is done. But the good news is you can interrupt the cycle. You can rebuild your gut, reduce inflammation, and turn back the clock on cellular aging. You have heard of mitochondria, tiny power plants inside each of your cells. What you may not know is that some antibiotics, especially fluoroquinolones, can damage them. This leads to lower cellular energy, oxidative stress, and premature aging. Mitochondrial damage doesn't just drain energy, it affects your brain, heart, and muscles. And with every unnecessary antibiotics, you may be sabotaging your cellular youth. Here's terrifying truth that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Our overuse and misuse of antibiotics have created a global threat known as superbugs, bacteria that have evolved to resist even our strongest medications. These are no longer science fiction villains, they are real and they are multiplying. So what exactly are superbugs? Simply put, they are bacteria that have learned how to survive antibiotics that once killed them. Imagine a disease-causing microbe that laughs at your medicine. You take the antibiotics and it keeps growing. This means infections that used to be easily treated are becoming dangerously untreatable. The numbers are shocking. Currently, 700,000 people die each year globally due to antibiotic-resistant infection. By 2050, some experts predict that superbugs will kill more people than cancer. That's 10 million deaths annually, a silent pandemic creeping up on us. And here's the kicker. This epidemic hits the most vulnerable the hardest. Older adults, especially those with weakened immune systems, are at greatest risk. As we age, our immune defenses naturally decline. This means if a superbug infection takes hold, the consequences can be catastrophic. Hospital stays become longer, recovery becomes harder, and mortality rates climb. This isn't just a problem for hospitals or public health officials. It's a longevity crisis because antibiotic resistance threatens to undo decades of medical progress that have extended our lifespan. What good is living longer if infections that were once simple to treat becomes deadly? But if you have a viral illness like the common cold, flu, or most sinus infections, antibiotics won't help. In fact, taking them then contributes to antibiotic resistance and damages your microbiome. Next, when you do need antibiotics, you can protect your gut by pairing your treatment with probiotics. Probiotics are live, beneficial bacteria that help restore balance in your gut. Look for strains like Lactobacillus, which supports digestion and immune function. Saccharomyces boulardii, a beneficial yeast that helps prevent antibiotic-associated diarrhea. Taking probiotics during and for several weeks after your antibiotic course can help repopulate your gut and reduce side effects. But probiotics alone aren't enough. Your gut bacteria also need prebiotics, the fiber-rich foods that feed good microbes. Food rich in prebiotics include garlic, onion, leeks, artichokes, asparagus. Incorporate these into your diet daily to nourish your microbial allies. Plus, include antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables and fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, kefir. These foods help reduce inflammation, support gut repair, and boost your immune resilience. Don't forget the basics. Stay hydrated. Manage stress because stress disrupts your gut barrier. Get regular restorative sleep to aid immune function and cellular repair. Avoid unnecessary medications that can harm your microbiome. By using antibiotics only when needed, supporting your gut with probiotics and prebiotics, and adopting a gut-friendly lifestyle, you can protect your microbiome. This protection slows inflammation, boosts immunity, and ultimately preserves your health span. The years of life you spend feeling vibrant and strong. It's not just about treating illness, it's about investing in your future health every day. So remember, respect antibiotics like the powerful medicine they are. Use them wisely. Support your gut before, during, and after. Your future self will thank you. Antibiotic saves lives. Antibiotics are one of modern medicine's greatest gifts. But when misused, they can quietly sabotage the very system that keeps us young, our gut, our brain, our mitochondria.
Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.